Welcome back, everybody. Back over there. Today we're going to be talking about should you summon. I'm doing this today because we are going to be quite busy the next 2 days talking about other stuff, right? I already have other videos planned, and that's pretty much what we're doing today. So let's talk about it. So after the hype has calmed down, right? Hype has calmed down. Let's talk about this banner. YHWACH. Pretty damn good unit. Now, are any of these characters a need? You know, in this game, every single character is not really a need in this game. It's more of a want, right? So let's get right into it. So YHWACH is very, very good when it comes to PvP. More likely going to be the best unit inside Brave Battles. No affiliation as well. On top of that, we don't really have anything to really counter no affiliation units at the moment. That's why Suki has been so strong ever since his release. And this YHWACH is going to be absolutely a machine. Because he's basically going to be a better Suki. But obviously he could die from like a 6th anniversary AIZEN because he is not invincible, which is nice to know. Also, do keep in mind he is going to be a better Chad for when it comes to the GQ weeks because he does have boost and he does have the enhancer ability, which is 42% more instead of our usual 33%, right? So it's about an 11% increase, which does help a lot along the way. And obviously his damage is going to be much higher than Chad, so do keep that in mind. So overall, he's going to be great when it comes to PvP, he's going to be great when it comes to GQ, and he'll be good overall when it comes to just normal PvE content, because he does have guard break as well, which is nice. I do think he's nice. Overall, I think he's a very, very good unit. I do think all 3 units inside this banner are good in their own right? In their own way, what they're designed for. I think they're fantastic in every single way. So I think he's great. I have really no complaints about him. The only complaint I do have is that he is a NAD unit, right? I would have loved to see an SP unit, but it is what it is. If he's a PvP unit, more than likely I'm going to be using him if I do pull him, right? So next, let's talk about Yama. Now, YAMAMOTO absolutely cracked out, easily one of the best power units in the game, best kit in the game, literally the best kit, right? 3K beam, 960 to homing vortex, full screen SA3. Man has literally the perfect kit. Killers are great. Hollow Killer being a great killer, Quincy being a throwaway killer, but since he got 2 killers, it kind of makes up for it, right? It's worth it. It's worth it. As long as that Quincy and something else, it's really, really good. I have really no complaints about this, to be honest. Like, I don't mind at all. So, perfect kit. Best power unit in the game. We got a free power special move source. So if you pull him one time, you give a special move source, you're easily going to have him 2-5. Now let's talk about where he's going to be shining it. He's going to be shining it in GQ. You're more than likely going to be using him as a GQ nuker. You could nuke now Quincy Weeks, and you could nuke Hollow Weeks with him. Now, he is a better Noel, and he is a better Ichigo. He hits basically double their damage. That is absolutely insane as YAMAMOTO. Now, do keep in mind, this YAMAMOTO hits harder than Ichigo and Noel on the nuke, on the soul bomb, at 205. Keep that in mind. A 205 YAMAMOTO hits harder than a 5-5 Noel and a 5-5 7th anniversary Ichigo. That's absolutely wild when you really think about it. So this YAMAMOTO here is going to be an absolute machine. Like, he is going to be absolutely crazy. In terms of PvE content, he's going to be great. In terms of PvP, not really going to be using him in Brave Battles, but you could use him in Brave Battles, just like how we use AIZEN in Brave Battles, right? But he doesn't really have the Captain Killer, so, he's not going to be as great as AIZEN, but I'm pretty sure he can get the job done if he's 5-5, right? But overall, I think YAMAMOTO's perfect. I have really no complaints about him. I do think he's the best power unit in the game, hands down. Is he the best unit in the game? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it a little bit more. So, but yeah, I think he's great. I literally have no complaints about it. I think he's absolutely perfect. Great in PvE content, great in co-op, great in the GQ weeks. He's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now, AIZEN, let's talk about AIZEN real quick. Now, AIZEN, on the other hand, I'm not going to lie, is just a normal NAT. He's going to be great. I do put him on the same level as Jushiro, personally. I do think he's actually better than Jushiro, in my opinion. So let's talk about a ranged normal attack. He has weakening on everything. He has barrier boost. He has increased estimate chance against speed attribute enemies. And he has a new name skill, read all affiliation dodges. So, basically, what this AIZEN is a Jushiro, but with more skills. And he does not have drain, but he has weakening on everything. But pair that weakening with Disabler, he is going to be an absolutely machine. Now, when it comes to autoing, maybe Jushiro's better because he could just auto every single content, where AIZEN will have maybe a harder time because obviously no drain, right? But like I said, you can just give him stamina recovery and he should be great. So let's look at it. Multi-barrier, great. Guard break hit enemies, great on a normal range NAD unit. Stats and attack boost 80%, absolutely crazy when you pair that with the disabler as well. Gonna be absolutely crazy. The gauge effect, now the gauge effect, you could argue that it is going to be a useless skill for a NAD unit. It could work with his boost, SA2. We'll see. We'll see. I still don't know how I feel about this gauge effect. While I do think it's nice on Uryu, it takes a long time to really get that gauge full. And by the time the gauge is really full, you're kind of done with the content, right? And IT is the only other way to really show off the gauge effect, or Arena, but Arena, like, you know, not many people like Arena, right? So, but when it comes to IT specifically, you don't really see much of this gauge effect, right? So, I'm still on the fence about this gauge effect. I do think it's a very gimmicky, but it's a good gimmick when you could pop it off. So we'll see about that. But I like Aizen. I'm just gonna be comparing him to Jushiro, right? I do think he's a fantastic nanny. I would say he's better than Rukia if he had the booster skill. But you're going to be running both of them together when it comes to GQ. So I do think Aizen is going to be great when it comes to autoing content. I think he's going to be phenomenal when it comes to IT. I think he's going to be great when it comes to GQ. Same thing with PvE content. I think he's going to be great. He's pretty much perfect everywhere in my opinion. No complaints about this Aizen as well. Same thing though. Same thing as YHWACH. I'm going to put... I don't like that he's another NAD. I don't like that he's a NAD unit. I wish he was SP because it's just more fun with SP units, right? So... overall, all three of them, I think they're fantastic. I think they're great in their own way. YHWACH being amazing when it comes to PvP. Yamamoto being amazing when it comes to GQ, co-op stuff, and PvE content as well. Aizen, I think he's going to be great when it comes to GQ, IT as well. PvP, maybe PvP, not too sure yet, but we'll see in the future. But overall, I think all three of them are phenomenal. Now let's talk about the main banner. The main banner, I'm not going to lie, I think it's pretty crappy. I think the banner itself is not that great. So basically, this entire top row is great. I have no complaints about the entire top row. Maybe Ryukin if you don't really care for GQ. Same thing with Ishin. If you don't really care for GQ, I don't think you're really going to care for these two personally. Now Ishin does have re-dodges, which would be nice if you're still struggling with that. But besides that, everything in the bottom row is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Misaki very good. Aizen, Yamamoto, and YHWACH are all phenomenal. But like I said, if you don't really care for GQ, you're not really going to be looking at Ryukin. Unless you are a Ryukin sip. But the main banner, I think, is absolutely horrendous. But there is one good thing about this. The fillers are updated. The other percents. Now, I'm not going to lie. I would rather pull the other percent instead of seeing the bottom row. Because if you look at the other percent, when it comes to the fillers in here, you can see 6th anniversary Aizen, Artbook Ichigo is here, all the way up to Fierce Battle Byakuya and Renji. Now, if you do choose to summon on the main banner, keep in mind, there's a potential here. You can walk away with some really, really nice stuff, but there's also some potential. You can walk away with some old stuff. Just do keep that in mind, because obviously the 2% will be there. But the possibility of pulling an Artbook Ichigo at Aizen, maybe even this new Renji and Byakuya and some of the other newer units throughout the year, does help it if you plan to choose to summon on the main banner. I still think, personally, it's an easy skip, the main banner. If you're going to summon, I would arguably tell you to summon on the individuals. You barely ever hit that 2% unless you're like me, right? Unless you're like me and some other people that hit that 2% very, very highly. I do think it's better to summon on the individual. Now, the individuals, on the other hand, do not really go up to the exact same thing as Renji or the Byakuya's other percents. So Aizen's individual. You have Tosen, who's a drop link. You have Kenny, who's an arena character, and you have Ukiura, who's just there for he's just there, right? You use it for GQ, but if you want to nuke, other than that, it's pretty okay. Yamamoto individual, actually pretty damn good, which I will be looking forward to on my main account. Sajin, absolutely beast of a GQ unit. Kisuke, best autoer in the game. You know, he's up there in terms of some of the best autoers in the game when it comes to pot farming. And then Grimjaw being an arena unit, but he's very, very good when it comes to just normally playing, right? I don't mind him at all. 60% Berserker, decent in GQ as a nuker, as a side whenever you do nuke. YHWACH's individual, you do have Giriko, who is a booster and a drop unit on top of that, but everything else in there, yo, Yoruichi's okay for a spot a week. Chad is just meh. Now, looking at these individuals though, I can click on any one of these individuals. it does not go up to the same thing as Byakuya or Renji. Where is it? Let's go all the way down here. It goes all the way up to, I'm pretty sure, Fierce Battle. Yeah, so it ends at Fierce Battle. So do keep that in mind. But if I had to choose, in my opinion, I do think it is better to go through the individual routes if you are only hunting for one character or just in general. Because I'm not going to lie, this main banner does not entice me enough to really summon. I will be summoning on this account that you just saw, which is the alt account on the main banner, but that is just because I'm summoning for this entire top row. My main account has no use of basically Ishin or Ryukin. Now I can say for GQ, but I already have everything I need. I'm realistically only going to be looking forward to Yamamoto's individual and YHWACH individual on my main account, because everything else in here, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Even the other 2%, like I said, it's a small percentage. If you hit it, there's a potential. But like I said, this main banner is just horrendous. The higher percent to pull one of these, and if you pull anything in that bottom row, it's not worth it. So yeah, in my opinion, I think you should summon, but you should summon on the individuals. I think you should really go ahead and summon the individuals, because this main banner is really not it. I do not think it's it at all, personally. But on that though, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I will try to reply to them. My sleep schedule has been kind of wonky, so I haven't really been replying to comments. My sleep schedule has been bad. I fixed it, and then I ruined it again yesterday. It sucks. Bear with me, right? Bear with me. But on that though, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you guys later on. Peace out.